Alright guys, what's going on? This is the RO again. I'm back. I'm in my lounge clothes. I'm finally home. I can't believe it. Been on the road seems like forever. Just got back from Boston. But check this here. This is going to be a different video from the other ones I post. I'm going to tell you working for Greyhound is mostly like a culture and a lifestyle. Well, this video is geared to just that, the lifestyle. It's going to be a story I'm going to tell you. And this video is really for both the driver and the customer. Just to give you a little background, a couple of days ago I was cushioning to Albany to go to Boston. Now for those of you who don't know, drivers, cushioning just means you're going to ride from point A to point B. You get it? Cushion, the seat, cushion. Well anyway, it was me and another driver. Now, this other driver, my colleague, one of the nicest guys I ever met or you can even meet. I never even seen this guy upset at anything. But here's how the story goes. And I'm going to be very explicit with the characters, well, some of the characters. So we get ready to go. We get our seats. My colleague takes 2 seats. For whatever reason, he takes 2 seats. Bus is not going to be full. Wasn't full. So all the customers had a choice of any seat. Now, what happened on this particular day is that my colleague got his seat, he left, and when he came and returned to his seat, there was a young African, black, African-American young man sitting there with the beard thing. I cannot stand the beard. I'm about to start a campaign to clip them all. Sitting in his seat. Now, what's really a little bugged out about it is that he actually moved my colleague's personal belongings out the seat. Now, first rule here, why are you touching somebody else's stuff? And then not only that, you had a choice of all seats. So, to me, this young man who happened to be between 28 and late 20s, I would say about your late 20s, about 28, early 30s, was looking for a challenge. Now, customer. You're never going to win the challenge with the driver, or any driver for that matter. Let's move on. We'll get back to that. So, my colleague came back and he asked the guy, why he took move his stuff. The guy went to proceed, said that he wanted to sit there. He paid for the seat. Fast forward. Customer. Remember this, customer. Yes, you paid for a seat, but not that seat. There's no reserved seating with Greyhound. This ain't the airlines. Your ticket is no more expensive than the person sitting in the back of the bus. Let's move on. We'll get back to that. So I can see that things are starting to escalate in that little area. So my colleague did the smart thing. He didn't really engage this guy any further. He left the bus. Same thing I would have did. At that point, I already knew what the conclusion was going to be. So I tried to walk over to the young man and, and bring a little calm to it. Try to save him for what's to come. So I asked him what was wrong. And he proceeded to tell me how, he was taking 2 seats up and that he paid for a seat and he felt disrespected as a man. Hold that thought. Listen here, you young bucks. You African-American young men out there with the beards. Cut it out. Cut out the disrespect, the manhood thing. First of all, as a man, you don't touch another man's property, first of all. So you disrespect that man. So of course, you're going to get disrespected right back. Let's fast forward. So I tried to reason with this young man, but he kept talking over me, and he said, and I was telling him that if he doesn't calm down, this ride is going to conclude before it starts. He was like, I don't care. I got witnesses. Stop right there. Now, let me give you a little history here, a little background. This bus was going to Canada. I looked up, I looked around, and I looked back at the young man. I said, man, ain't nobody got your back on this bus. I'm like, did you look around here? Nobody paying attention. Everybody had their eyes down. They getting ready for their ride. They're not even thinking about you. Because they already know what's about to happen. Everybody know what's going to happen except you. All right, so fast forward. So my colleague comes back with the supervisor, and guy keeps going on. And now at this point, he threatens the guy. He says he's going to kick his whatever. That was it. Supervisor left the bus. A colleague left the bus. I moved away. Needless to say, my friend Tech 9 and them's, you know who Tech 9 and them's are? You know who Tech 9 and them are. That's the police with the big Tech 9 gun. Took his little butt off the bus and his manhood. Moral of the story is, customers, the driver has the last word. Greyhound is not going to stop that bus from going because you don't like the driver, or something that you think the driver did is inappropriate. There has to be something really grossly negligent for that bus not to roll with that driver. You have to respect the driver as the driver will respect you in return. Now, you young drivers who coming on, new guys, black and white, remember, you have control on this bus. If you feel that you're not comfortable with anyone riding that bus, they don't have to ride with you. That may not be their bus. It sounds, ma'am, sir, you got a ticket, but that ticket's not for this bus. Go get a supervisor or go get the police, get security, get who you need to get that person removed. You have to be comfortable in that seat. So you young guys out there, don't get on the bus rah-rah. Get on the bus, be quiet, take a seat. Remember, there is no reserved seats on the Greyhound bus. The only reserved seat on that bus is my seat, the driver's seat. The driver's seat. And there's some, what they call courtesy seats up there for if you have a disability. But remember, that's a courtesy seat, no reserved seat. Yo, I'm done with this, man. Y'all need to learn how to act on the bus. I'm going to sleep. They're going to call me on my 9. I got to get ready. Yo, guys, be safe. I'll see you on the next video. Robert's out.